Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from Reuters that was written by the Reuters staff. I don't think anyone wants to own up to this because I'm surprised Reuters even published this. This story kind of sort of destroys the whole Russia narrative because, oh, they use Kapersky software. Well, this article kind of says otherwise. Germany, no evidence Kapersky software used by Russians for hacks. Berlin. Germany's BSI, Federal Cyber Agency, said on Wednesday it had no evidence to back media reports that Russian hackers used Kapersky Labs antivirus software to spy on U.S. authorities. Okay, so big nothing burger, as what's-his-face said from CNN. Russia's nothing. And Rachel Mad Cow, Olbermann from his mom's basement, everyone at CNN, others at MSNBC, they all hyped this up as like the end-all be-all. Even when Kapersky came out and said, look, I'll show you, our software was not cracked and used as a means to gain access to a computer and spy on them. They went, oh yeah, he's lying, he's just, no. We've now have proof from an intelligence agency that you're all full of shit and that you're all part of the, pushing this false, fake narrative. Because you lied about so much stuff that even this is, I mean, everything with Russia is falling apart on your narrative. Everything. Yet, you doubled down on it, then you tripled down on it. And the whole time you kept moving the goalpost and changing what the story was. And you keep getting fucked over because of it. You would think that you would have learned to just shut your mouths. But instead, no. You just kept piling on more BS and more BS. To where now stuff like this makes you look so bad that if you manage, by the time this all blows up in your face, to have careers, it'll be a miracle. There are no plans to warn against the use of Kapersky products since the BSI has no evidence for misconduct by the company or weaknesses in its software, BSI said in an emailed response to questions about the latest media reports. The BSI has no indications at this time that the process occurred as described in the media. Yeah. So what they're saying is, didn't happen, no proof. You guys are all lying, you're all tucking out your asses, you're all full of shit. Mad Cow, Olbermann, you guys, yeah, you've gone off the deep end now, and it's time that you go on a little vacation where you get your own private suite that's got padding on all the walls and the door. Yeah, it's about time for that. The New York Times reported on Tuesday that Israeli intelligence officials spying on Russian government hackers found that they were using Kapersky software as a sort of Google search to find sensitive data stored by U.S. government agencies and others. No, what they actually said was from an anonymous source, from the uncle, brothers, cousins, sisters, nephews, basically... It was like the Spaceballs, connection between Lone Star and Dark Helmet. And it was anonymous on top of that. So, yeah, New York Times have been proven to lie out their teeth and have reported fake shit over and over. Since before Trump was elected, they've been caught lying. And they're expected to be believed with this? It said the Russian operation also stole classified documents from a U.S. National Security Agency employee who had improperly stored them on his home computer, which had Kapersky antivirus software installed on it. I've read this story. It's all anonymous fucking bullshit. There's, like, nothing to prove it, nothing to back it. It's all talking out their ass. The U.S. government last month ordered Kapersky software removed from government computers, saying it was concerned the Moscow-based cybersecurity firm was vulnerable to Kremlin's influence. Yeah, see, this is just all smoke and mirrors, fake news. See, the thing is you get all these anonymous stories with these anonymous sources, okay? And people of the deep state are actually, and the never-Trumpers and the neocons and basically everyone that's against Trump okay, in the government. They know that they can, because technically what they're doing is not illegal. There was a law on the books that stopped the propagandizing of Americans. And that law, it was hard for the mainstream media to lie like they were. They got rid of the law under Obama's administration. And now, or regulation, or whatever the hell it was, but the law, they got it changed. So now that they could propagandize. And what they're doing here is propaganda. It's against Trump. And they feel that they're not breaking the law, with what they're doing. So, because there is, nothing that's stopping them at this point. So to them, they can justify it and think to themselves that they can have a clear conscience. So they dump all this stuff with these anonymous sources, and they use the New York Times and MSNBC and CNN and all the other, mainstream outlets like that to push these false narratives. And they got no proof behind it. And now, one of our own allies turns around and exposes them on this. It's kind of funny. Kapersky Lab has repeatedly denied any knowledge of or involvement in Russian hacking. Hackling? Oh, typo. It's hack-winning. I didn't know hack-winning was a word. Fucking Reuters. Anyone fucking proofread there? No, Kapersky, the guy who started the company, the head of it, Kapersky himself, offered to show proof that their software was not compromised. He did more than deny it. He said, look, I will show you. I have proof. And no one wanted to see it. But you don't want to admit that fact. Kapersky Lab has never helped, nor will help, any government in the world with its cyber espionage efforts, a company statement said on Tuesday in response to the New York Times report. Yeah. He said, I'm willing to show. We are not compromised. We don't help them. I mean, we're not part of the Russian government. He's been fighting that narrative for a long time. Germany's BSI, which also uses Kapersky products for technical analysis, said it was in touch with the U.S. officials and other security agencies about the issue so it could take action and issue warnings on short notice if required. It said German government agencies could use software protection for clients and servers that is offered by Cancom Online GmbH, which works together with Trend Micro. So, basically, we have a situation here where Germany checked it out and said, it's good enough for us. You're full of fucking shit. But yet, they got to cover their ass because America's a fucking ally. And, we're going to basically sit here and, we're going to keep in touch with the U.S. and we'll change things, which, translation. When the shit hits the fan, they're going to come out and say, oh yeah, we found something. Oh yeah, the U.S. told us this, or some stupid shit like that. And then they're going to say the same shit about Kapersky. This is just ridiculous, okay? It really is. They're going after a company just because it's a Russian company. Just to try to push this false narrative. This really needs to stop. Okay, because not only is it hurting our country, but it's hurting, individuals, beyond, say, the president himself. And I'm not even saying this stuff is really even hurting him, on the note of, his standing or anything like that. It's actually kind of helping. But individuals are getting dragged into this who had no part of it. None whatsoever. Like Kapersky. These idiots are trying to ruin his company just to push their narrative. You know, it just needs to stop. And I think I've covered this well enough here, so I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.